We've buried our friends Mikey and JJ alive. Now, we need to make a secure grave strong enough to make their rescue impossible. Can we make a grave so secure that Mikey and JJ will be trapped down there forever?
Yep, I'm gonna bury Mikey and then you have to rescue him.
Well, I am going to be burying JJ, and I'm also gonna do something very cool, Milo.
What's it gonna be?
I'm going to be burying JJ and building a very difficult obstacle course for you to get through to save him.
Well, that's fine because I'm a pro at obstacle courses.
Maybe you are, Milo, but are you a pro at obstacle courses when they are buried underground?
What the? How are you doing that?
By hitting the lever in the middle of the build area, we can fill in our dirt holes to bury Mikey and JJ inside.
Well, I'm gonna do mine. Look at this.
Whoa, the holes are really filling up. This is going to make it a lot harder to rescue Mikey and JJ, so we better get started with building. I'm going to build a giant graveyard. Because we've buried JJ alive, we need to bury him in some kind of burial area, and a graveyard is the perfect one. I do need to make a pretty good gravesite though. That is why I am placing stone walls all the way around. It's going to look so spooky and creepy. I would not want to go here if I were you, Milo, even if it was to save my friend JJ.
Well, I'm gonna build a really big gravestone and you're not gonna know what's inside.
Is it Mikey by any chance, Milo?
Well, yes, but it's gonna be a lot of other things as well.
I'm excited to find out. I think I'm gonna beat your obstacle course so easily. I'm pretty good when it comes to these things, so I'm sure I'll be the ultimate pro and find Mikey so easily when he's buried underground.
No way, Mikey's gonna be down there for 100 years because you are not rescuing him.
100 years? That's a crazy amount of time. Do turtles even live that long?
Yeah, they live really long apparently.
Oh, true. I think turtles can live almost to 150. It's pretty crazy, but imagine how sad that would be for Mikey if he has to spend all those years buried underground.
Oh yeah, I guess he would be a little bit sad. Maybe I'll build him a disco or something.
Yeah, that would totally work. I'm not gonna build a disco for JJ. Instead, I'm gonna build him a very cool dungeon area. He won't be able to explore it, of course, because he'll be stuck in his glass box, but he will rest easy knowing he lives in the best graveyard in the whole town. That's because it's made by me, and I am a pro graveyard builder. I don't think I've ever built one before. They normally creep me out a little bit, so I try and stay away. But this is my first time, so I think I'll do a really good job.
Well, I spent a lot of time in the graveyard, so I know exactly what it looks like.
What? Why do you spend a lot of time in the graveyard, Milo?
Well, because I like to hang out with everyone there.
Everyone there? Milo, are you hanging out with ghosts?
Yeah, they're my friends.
I did not know that about you, Milo. That's pretty worrying. I think you should speak to somebody about that, and this time I do not mean the ghosts.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go talk to Ghost John about it.
Ghost John? Milo, who is Ghost John?
Well, he's just this guy who lives in the graveyard, and he has a really funny hat.
Milo, how did you meet Ghost John and his funny hat?
Well, one time I was walking past the graveyard on the way to your house for a pizza night, and Ghost John was standing right in front of me.
What? Ghost John? Milo, are you sure this isn't just some guy trying to trick you?
Nope, it was definitely Ghost John, and I know that because he told me.
Oh, well, he could have been lying to you, Milo.
Well, Ghost John doesn't lie because I'm pretty sure ghosts aren't allowed to lie.
Well, Milo, if ghosts tell you everything, you better not cheat by using them to see what I'm building here. If you get an early look at what I am building to keep JJ trapped underground, then you will easily be able to get through.
I promise I won't look at your build, Chip.
Okay, I know ghosts keep their promises, but do you, Milo?
About that.
What is it, Milo?
No, I'm really minding my own business over here. I promise.
Milo, you're looking at me right now. Get out of here.
What? I wasn't doing anything.
Hey, that's cheating, Milo. And even though we've buried our friends Mikey and JJ, which isn't the nicest thing to do, I think we need to be on our best behavior from here on out. And that includes no cheating. If you cheat, Mikey and JJ will be really disappointed. Even more disappointed than they were when they found out I was gonna lock them up in a box.
Yeah, that was pretty weird, but it's gonna be a really fun competition anyway.
Exactly. I'm totally gonna beat you. That might even be the most fun part about it.
No, Chip, I've decided that today I'm really actually gonna beat you for one.
Yeah, you never actually do beat me, Milo. It's always really sad, and I feel pretty bad for you, but are you really gonna win today?
Yep, because I'm doing the best build I've ever thought
Okay, that's pretty cool. And whoa, your gravestone is looking pretty big so far. If you keep this up, you're gonna have a pretty awesome gravestone for me to have to go through to find Mikey.
Exactly, and that's why I'm working really hard.
Oh yeah, I think I'm working pretty hard too. Right now, Milo, I am placing dead bushes all around the graveyard area. This graveyard is not a very good one. That even means that the zombies and some of the other haunted mobs underneath will be part of the obstacles stopping you from rescuing JJ.
That sounds pretty scary, but I'm actually not scared of monsters anymore, don't you know?
Really? Why aren't you scared, Milo?
Because ever since I became friends with the ghost, I'm really liking the monsters.
What? You like the monsters? What monsters have you met, Milo?
Just the skeletons and the spiders.
That is not good. You should not be liking those mobs. They are evil and really scary.
Yeah, but that's what you always tell me. But we actually have parties now, and we do the monster mash.
Milo, is the monster mash just you running away for your life?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Milo, that's not the monster mash, that's the monster dash. That's you running away to try and save yourself. That is not a dance.
Yikes, that actually does sound pretty bad. Maybe I'm not good friends with the monsters.
No, and you definitely will not be good friends with any monsters you find while trying to rescue JJ. I'm only going to spawn the craziest ones. You won't have a chance to become their friend because they'll be trying to stop you from reaching him.
Well, maybe I'm gonna spawn some monsters. You've given me a good idea.
No way! I really hope the monsters you spawn are not as cool as the monsters I'm gonna spawn. Besides, this top area of my graveyard already looks so awesome. I'm just adding a couple more details, like adding thorny branches to these creepy dead trees. It looks so spooky, just like a real graveyard. I would be pretty terrified trying to get through here to reach JJ if I were you, Milo. I would not want to go here without a friend.
Well, I do have a friend.
Who's your friend, Milo?
Me, myself, and I.
Me, myself, and I don't think I've met him before.
Yep, I said me, myself, and I. It's a saying, Bozo.
Oh, me, myself, and I. Sorry, Milo, I did not hear that right. I thought you had another crazy friend here.
No more crazy friends around here right now.
Oh no, what happened, Milo? Are you and your friends not speaking at the moment because you buried Mikey underground?
Yeah, that's actually exactly what's going on.
That's pretty understandable, honestly. If only they knew that we're actually really good friends with Mikey and JJ, and this is all part of our fun games that we play together. They really, really like it, and it's just part of the fun of being friends.
Exactly, and that's why I want to win, because if I win, then everyone will be happy and my friend again.
Exactly, Milo. Mikey and JJ will laugh about this with us forever. Although, if we don't rescue them in time, they might actually never make it out, and we may never laugh together again.
Oh no, that would be very, very sad.
That's why I need to go through your obstacle course as quick as I can and make mine very difficult for you. Now that I've completed the opening graveyard section, I am going to make a crypt. Crypts are pretty cool. A crypt is a very scary place, Milo. It is normally made out of stone, but this crypt will be made out of iron blocks. It needs to be the most secure crypt that has ever been made. It's gonna be the first line of defense against you reaching JJ.
Well, I'm gonna reach JJ even through your silly crypt.
No way, Milo. You're gonna have to try pretty hard to get through this thing. Not only have I added iron, but you will need to mine through this iron wall, because I am not adding a door to this thing. If you want to reach JJ, you are going to need to find a pickaxe buried somewhere in the graveyard that will actually let you through.
Well, I'm very good at digging, so I'm sure I'll find it very fast.
I don't know about that, Milo. I'm going to make it very difficult for you to find the pickaxe in this graveyard. It's going to be so challenging, you might just give up before you can rescue JJ.
Well, Chip, you should tell me what else you're building.
No way, Milo. I was telling you about the graveyard and this crypt as a hint, so you knew that you really need to be scared about this, but everything else is a big secret that you can't know about.
What the? Oh, I hate secrets.
Well, it won't be a secret forever. You will find out when you actually have to mine through this thing and go through my crazy obstacle course to rescue JJ.
Fine. Well, I hope you know that my grave is going to be very, very difficult.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it totally will be, but I'm not worried at all. Nothing's too difficult for me because I'm such a pro.
No, I'm a pro. You could never be a pro like Milo.
Oh yeah, I'm so gonna be a pro, and I'm not gonna tell you why though. I'm building a very difficult build right now, and you can't hear it, Milo. I'm gonna block off this entrance with some iron blocks so you have no idea what I'm talking about down here.
Ah, that's mean.
I'll check on you in a second, Milo. For now, I'm gonna get building. Okay, now that I've blocked myself off in here and Milo cannot hear us, we need to dig out a big dirt area just like this. Oh yeah, this is looking awesome. We then need to make sure that at the very bottom we place more blocks of iron. That's right. Because this area is so close to the surface, it is the easiest spot to just dig down into, which is not a good idea at all. If this entire crypt can just be dug into, then Milo would be able to use the pickaxe to mine down, which is a real cheating move. That would make it possible for Milo to skip the entire obstacle course and just reach JJ in a second. That is not how this works. I'm gonna rescue Mikey before Milo can rescue JJ, and that is a fact. There is another reason I'm using iron, of course, and that is because this hallway will have something to do with a lot of electricity. Not just regular electricity either. This electricity will be glowing red and shooting out through crazy blocks in every direction. This is going to be an awesome underground laser hallway that Milo will have to go all the way through if he wants to reach JJ. This laser hallway is going to be very difficult as well. It might even use different colors of lasers, and each one can do a different amount of damage. Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. I wonder what color lasers we can use. We'll have to think of the best possible ones. If we mess this up, this could totally look really goofy, and Milo will laugh about it rather than being scared about going through. We need Milo to be as afraid as possible, so he panics and messes up while going through the obstacle course. That gives us a very strong lead and means we will be able to free Mikey before Milo can free JJ. That's all part of my plan. I bet Milo's going to build something really silly and newbie. So if he does do that, we'll be able to get through in no time. The opposite of silly and newbie though is super serious and very pro. So we need to fill all of these newbie dirt walls with pro iron blocks. Now that we've filled out this entire iron hallway, we need to start placing the lasers. But if we place them just like this, they will end up being really boring and just white colored. That is why we need to make 3 different colored lenses. The first colored lens will need to be completely red. Let's take it out like this and keep putting it through. See how it gets a deeper and deeper red color every time? That is perfect. Now let's get all this red dye back. We need to do the same for the blue lens. Let's just spread it around like this. We can put this pink one inside and whoa, it's already getting bluer, but watch as it gets more and more deep blue. If we can have a seriously red, a seriously blue, and a seriously green lens, we'll have the coolest looking laser hallway to have ever been made. Let's surround the final lens with the green lime dye. Oh, this is going to look so cool once all these lasers are added. Now that we have these 3 lenses, we need to make stacks of every single one. That way we will not run out. We can also remove the crafting table. That's a pretty important part of making this hallway look really cool and clean. Let's put this blue one inside every single one of these, and whoa, that is a really awesome blue color. Let's also add a laser in this wall, and we can add another color. Let's add the green one to this. Oh, that looks so cool. No way. Now over here, we can also add a red laser. Let's grab our red colored lenses and put them all throughout here. This looks so awesome. If we can make this entire laser hole these 3 colors, it's going to be the coolest laser hole to have ever been made. Let's add even more blue lasers in the sides like this, and we can even add a red one that Milo will totally have to jump over. Let's make sure we connect it to the roof just like this. Whoa, now Milo can't just jump over the sides like this. He'll need to be very careful to jump right over the middle, especially if he does not want to get owned by that laser. Let's also add another lime green laser right over here. Whoa, that looks so awesome. Whoa, this green laser looks way cooler. That is perfect. Let's just add a couple more blue lasers around like that. Oh, that's awesome. Let's also add another one here and one more in the wall over this side. This is perfect. I'm so excited for this. Finally, in the very end, we will add the ultimate laser gate. Look at that. It's totally like a safe, sealing Milo from being able to go through. This is pretty awesome. I do not know if Milo will be able to make it past this. If he does though, Milo will reach a very spooky room made out of mossy cobblestone that contains lots and lots of zombies. We need to dig out an area here because this room is actually going to go deeper down. If Milo reaches this room, he will be one step closer to rescuing JJ from being buried underground. He won't be able to fight these zombies on his own though. These zombies are going to be very strong. That's why before Milo jumps down this hole into the real zombie fighting area, he will need to go into here where he will be able to grab some armor and some weapons that will help him along his journey of fighting the zombies. It won't be too easy. Milo is not the best at PvP, so even if he has full netherite armor, he is still definitely going to struggle to take down these zombies. That is going to be so funny. I really think this will totally stump him by making sure that this zombie fighting section is as hard as it can possibly be, we make sure Milo will take super long to rescue JJ. Oh yeah, this is a great plan. We just need to add these final few mossy cobblestone walls, and then we can add the armor for Milo. Any armor that we do give Milo has to be pretty cool, so let's add an armor stand right here. I do not want to use boring regular armor, so I know exactly what I'm going to do. JJ's favorite color is actually red, so we are going to turn this boring old netherite armor into super cool red stuff. Look at that. This is the coolest netherite chestplate to have ever been made. These leggings and these boots are so awesome as well. If these fit JJ's favorite color, it tells Milo exactly where he needs to go in order to find and rescue JJ. Now that we've made that armor, we need to add in some item frames to add in the weapons that Milo will be using. On the left-hand side, there will be more swords, and on the right-hand side, there will be projectiles. Milo is not the best at using bows, so I really hope he chooses the left-hand side. If Milo chooses the right-hand side with all of these arrows and the bows on the wall, he will not do a very good job. On the other hand, if Milo chooses the left-hand side, he will get to use an axe and a sword. Those are pretty strong weapons that I think Milo would be really good at using. Now, because JJ is buried alive and we don't want anybody to really die in this dungeon, we are going to add one totem of undying to each side. Milo will only be able to pick one, so we need to grab a sign and let him know exactly that. The sign will say pick only one. If Milo picks two, he will not be allowed on through. Let's also add a couple more things in the swords chest. Zombies are a very green color, so we need to make sure the walls look exactly like a zombie, just like this. We can even do the same thing right over to the back here. Oh, this looks awesome. We'll make sure we do it all the way around. I don't want to miss a single spot here. Now that this room is looking really awesome, we need to make sure it properly leads into the zombie area. We'll dig down just like this so we can actually reach it. This room is going to be pretty massive, so we've got to make sure we build a really big area for Milo to fight all these zombies in. He will be dropped right into the zombie horde. It's going to be a pretty difficult challenge, but I'm sure he can totally handle it. He is a bit of a noob, but we've given him lots of very pro armor, so I'm sure it'll be fine. For the side walls, we are going to build smooth stone bricks just like this. Then on the inside, we will add mossy cobblestone. It's meant to look pretty cool, and I think it totally does. Inside these walls, we will add a way for zombies to come pouring out. Milo will have to fight every single one of them if he wants to make it through. The side walls will also be made out of this smooth stone. They need to be safe spaces for Milo to hide, since if he's going to be fighting zombies from every direction, he definitely will not make it. This at least has to be possible for Milo. I'm not that mean, but even though I'm not mean, I can totally be cheeky, and that is why it's still going to be very, very difficult. The only way to get out of the room is to defeat the zombies, which will then allow Milo to run back through the zombie spawning area into the next room. Walking past zombie spawners can be a very, very scary challenge, so if Milo is able to do that, I will be very proud of him. I don't know if he will though. Even though it is to save his friend JJ, he can still really let fear get the best of him. If Milo manages to make it through this area without totally shivering in his boots, oh, I will be so proud of him, and he almost deserves to win. Not too much though, because the real winner will obviously be me, of course. Let's dig out a little area on each side where the zombies will actually spawn. We will need to put in some mossy cobblestone on the sides so Milo can't just dig his way through. That would let Milo skip ahead so far in this obstacle course, which would give him a really, really good chance of winning. I don't want that to happen. I need to be the one to win this thing and rescue Mikey before Milo can rescue JJ. That's how this is totally gonna work. Now, on each side, we will need to grab a monster spawner as well as a zombie egg right over here. I'll put one in each side. Right now, there is nothing in the monster spawner, but if I right-click it, a zombie appears and fire particles start spawning as well. This is pretty cool. We'll need to put one on this side too. In order to destroy the zombies, Milo will need to break these spawners. We will give him another pickaxe so that he is actually able to do that. We'll only give him a wooden one though, because I don't want him using it to mine through this whole thing. Once Milo breaks through the spawner, he will be put into this little hallway. The zombies are not able to spawn inside this hallway because it's too short for them. The way Milo will be able to get in is by using a trapdoor. I can't use this one because the spawner is still there, but when Milo needs to use the trapdoor, it will push him down into a crawling position where he can then go right inside the walls. It's a pretty cool trick, and it will make this room very, very tricky for him to get through. Once Milo does get through, he will fall down a giant green tube. It's going to be very scary for him because he has no idea where this is going to go. Luckily, I have a very good idea about where this can lead. This green tube will land in an awesome parkour area. It's going to be zombie themed, so it'll terrify Milo. We just need to make sure we build it really, really well, and we need to make sure we make it lead to the next area. I think this is a pretty good shape, but it definitely needs to go down a little bit further. Parkour can't be done when your head's almost hitting the roof. That's not even possible. Nobody can do that, not even the craziest parkour experts of all time. That's why this is going to be pretty fair parkour, but it will also be very, very big. It's going to be quite the challenge to beat it. We need to make the entire roof of this parkour into an awesome green concrete section. This is to make it look like a zombie's head. This parkour is going to feel like you are inside a real giant zombie. Milo's going to totally panic about that, and it will make it really difficult for him to get through to the next section. The parkour also needs to be very big, so we need to make sure that these rooms all are fully full of lava and blocks by the time Milo is set to run through this obstacle course. This is looking absolutely perfect. That's awesome. Now, we need to grab some light blue concrete as well as just some regular blue concrete. This is going to be pretty important for what we need to do next. On the bottom, we're going to add 2 blocks of regular blue concrete that go all the way around this section of the parkour. We can't miss a single spot, and there is a very good reason we are doing this. Every single zombie has 3 main colors on them. They always have green like their zombie skin color, and they always have a really, really big light blue shirt, but they also have dark blue pants. So, by making sure that the bottom of this area is dark blue, the middle section is light blue, and the top section is a green color, this looks just like a zombie parkour. Milo's gonna freak out. There's gonna be a lot more than just zombies for him to worry about in this parkour. Oh yeah, he's gonna really have to try hard not to fall into the lava, which is gonna be hard because there will be very, very difficult obstacles in his way, like walls that he'll have to jump on, iron bar tight ropes for him to walk on, as well as some cobwebs that are designed to trap him in his tracks, stopping him until he falls into the lava from slowness. I think this is going to be a diabolical parkour section. This is one of the coolest parts of the entire obstacle course. I can't wait to see Milo go through this bit. It's gonna be a riot. Now that we have officially added in all of the concrete, it is very important that we add in the lava. This is the hot stuff that will really make any fall that Milo has super duper painful. We can't forget it. Forgetting this lava would be like forgetting to put your shoes on before walking out the door, or forgetting to wear a hat on a really, really sunny day. This lava is one of the main most important parts of the parkour section, so we can't forget it at all. This is what will really stop Milo from being able to just run along the floor and go right to the exit, because the floor is definitely not something you can run along anymore. Right now, the floor is lava. Once we add all this lava to every room in the zombie parkour section, it is going to look so awesome. I can't wait to add in the crazy decorations I have planned for this section. It is going to be so cool. If JJ was not buried alive right now, he would be here telling me how awesome the ideas are. I bet he would love to go through them himself. JJ's a pretty good parkour expert, when he's not totally locked up in a glass box, that is. Milo, on the other hand, is definitely not an expert. He's a little bit of a noob when it comes to parkour. That is why watching him try and do this parkour is going to be the funniest thing ever. We've got to make sure we build it in time so Milo can actually go through it. Otherwise, we won't be able to see him try, which will be so funny, it will definitely be worth it. Let's start putting in these awesome parkour decorations. I think these stone bricks are the perfect beginning to the parkour. It will look pretty simple and be not very difficult to begin with, but as Milo jumps around this room, it will get more and more difficult as he goes on. Even the gaps between these blocks are going to get bigger and bigger the further Milo goes along. He's also going to have to go through this big 3-block jump. I do not know if he can actually make those, but if he does manage to make it, he will have to go on this iron bar tightrope. Just look at that. We can even use different kinds of iron bars to make it look really rickety and super unstable. That will make Milo very nervous to go on this thing. I would be pretty nervous to go on this thing too, at least if I wasn't such a pro at parkour. Milo does things in his own very Milo-y way, so it might take him a while to complete this tightrope section, but that is the best possible thing that could happen here. The longer Milo takes, the more advantage we have. Finally, we are going to add some zombie heads in the final section of this parkour. We'll need to place the zombie heads like this. It will be very difficult to jump on them because zombie heads are actually very small blocks. The smaller the block, the more difficult the parkour is. Let's make sure we add a bunch over here. Oh wow, this is so cool. Milo's really gonna be so confused and very creeped out by these zombie heads. We can even make the jumps go down in this direction. Milo's going to have to reach the end, but he's gonna have to do so pretty quick. He's gonna need all the time he can get to prepare for the next section. It is going to be the number one thing that stops Milo from rescuing JJ, so I really hope he manages to get through it. I've also replaced each of the zombie heads to make sure they look at Milo while he's doing the jumps. I'll make sure I do this one like that. Oh, perfect. This is so cool. Now Milo will feel like he's really being watched by the zombies as he goes through this parkour. It's pretty awesome, and I do not think he'll like it. The final section of my underground obstacle course to stop Milo from finding JJ will be right through this door, but I'm going to add another little secret underneath here. If Milo comes down this ladder, he will actually reach a secret passage that leads right into where JJ is being kept. Milo will not know about this, and when he realizes he could have just walked right up to JJ, he's gonna be so annoyed. It will be really, really funny. I need to place ladders all the way down here so Milo can actually come up here to rescue him, just like this. Now it is perfectly climbable, and we'll even add ladders on the other side so Milo can get out if he needs to. Before we build the final obstacle stopping Milo from reaching JJ, I need to actually add one more thing up here. I also will definitely need to break this iron block wall. There's no way Milo can hear me from where I'm building now. I came up here because I actually needed to bury the chest that Milo will need to find. We'll put it right here under this gravestone. I won't tell Milo where this is though, but I will add some podzol. This way Milo knows that the chest is hidden under one of these gravestones. He will not know which one, so he will really struggle trying to look through every single gravestone to find where this crazy chest is hidden. Speaking of Milo, I wonder what Milo's doing right now. I haven't heard from him in a bit. I hope he's okay. It would be really bad if there was some sort of accident that trapped Milo underground with Mikey. Hey Milo, are you okay?
Who dares disturb me, mortal?
Milo, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my new armor set. I have become the king of the monsters.
King of the monsters? Milo, that's not possible. There are so many monsters inside my secure underground buried area.
Yeah, well, I'm the king of them now. Look at me.
Milo, that's crazy. You're just wearing bones. How did you get those?
Well, I was just digging around and I found them in the ground.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I guess you have to do a lot of digging to build Mikey's grav. What is a grav?
What do you mean? That obviously says Mikey's grave.
Milo, that's not how you spell grave. There's an E at the end.
E? But that would make it say Mikey's gravy. And one thing about Mikey is he is not gravy.
No, he's not gravy because he's in a grave, Milo. Oh goodness, you are so crazy. If your obstacle course is even half as crazy as you are, I will be in for some real trouble.
Well, you're in for trouble anyway, but for the record, my obstacle course is the best one I've ever built.
No way! I'm totally gonna put that to the test once I go through it, but first I just have to do a couple more things. I need to whisper while I'm up here so Milo can't hear, but I'm going to put one pickaxe inside this chest. Once we go back down underground, I'll totally be able to talk at a normal volume again, but we'll need to make sure we are at least past the zombies first. Now that Milo can't hear me, I can finally say that this ultimate room will actually be a huge undead Warden maze. It is going to be so massive, and it will even be deep dark themed. That is why I am using deep slate as the floor, and I'm even going to use skulk as the walls. Whoa, this looks so awesome already. This will be the perfect end to my amazing secure defenses to stop Milo from rescuing JJ. We'll need to make sure we place skulk all throughout these walls. We can't miss a spot because in the real deep dark there is no dirt. It is so far underground that not even the sunlight can reach all the way down there. No dirt will even spawn. There is only deep slate, ores, skulk, and gravel. It is pretty crazy. Nobody ever goes down there unless they have some kind of death wish. Milo would be absolutely crazy to try and go through this. The funny part is, Milo definitely is crazy, so when he does try and go through this ultimate undead Warden maze, he is gonna really have a hard time, and that is going to be so funny to watch. We can even add in some extra custom traps that will force Milo Milo to make noise while the Warden is chasing him. Wardens love the deep dark, so we need to make sure that this underground deep dark maze looks perfect. That way, the Wardens will actually spawn here, and they will totally chase Milo around. Once we finish adding all of this skulk to these walls, we are going to make sure to add the craziest traps inside. Milo will even have to go through this maze making zero noise. Otherwise, the Wardens will definitely grab him and stop him from rescuing JJ. The end is going to be pretty hard to reach, and it's going to be right at the end of this big hallway. And if Milo wants to get through this hallway, he is going to have to go through my insane maze, which will look exactly like this. We need to place walls, but make them not too high. The shorter the walls are, the easier it is for the Wardens to hear Milo and totally attack him before he can even run away. We can push this wall back because the Wardens are pretty big. They are going to need a big amount of space to run through in order to chase Milo properly. If they do not have the right amount of space, they won't be able to get him, and it will be way too easy. I'm not exactly known for making things too easy, so Milo's gonna have a very difficult time getting through here. The Wardens are very big, but they can also fit through tiny gaps if they need to. So in the second half, we will actually shrink down the width of the maze. This means that Milo will have to go through even more twists and turns, if he wants to save JJ, that is. The final section of the Warden maze will look just a bit like this, and he'll go around to the entrance to the actual JJ underground burial site. We'll make it a little bit bigger since this has to be a very grand entrance up to where we're keeping JJ. Now we will need to grab some note blocks and some pressure plates. We can even use polished blackstone pressure plates to keep them nice and hidden. The Wardens will spawn from this pillar, so we can add a big speaker in the middle of it. This means that when the Wardens spawn, all the sound that Milo makes gets sent right to them, and they'll have a really easy time finding where he is and totally catching him. To place the note blocks down, we also need to put polished deep slate next to a note block. Now, when you run past it, they make a heartbeat sound. This will terrify Milo, especially if we make two of them right next to each other. Running through quickly, it sounds just like a heartbeat, which the Warden makes sound from. This will help the Warden hear Milo really, really well. We'll put a bunch more down just so that no matter where Milo runs, the heartbeat sound will still appear, especially if he goes in the wrong direction. That is the worst idea that Milo could possibly do. In this Warden maze, you need to make sure you go in the right direction. It is a very, very big mistake not to. I'm also gonna add some tripwire hooks. One can go right over here. We'll even make it go all the way along this section of the maze. We'll link it up with string, and once the string reaches the end, it should bind these two tripwire hooks together, forming an awesome redstone circuit. Oh yep, that'll definitely work. It even activates if you run through too quickly. At the end of each side, we are going to place a bell. Now, when Milo runs through here, the bells will actually ring, making sure the Warden knows where Milo is hiding. I guess it's only fair to add some parts with carpet on them. Carpet is a very silent block, so silent that if you run on it, the Warden can't hear your footsteps. It can hear the footsteps if you run on a different block though, so we'll only have a couple carpet sections. This should hopefully give Milo the feeling that he has a chance, even though he really does not have one. This is the most difficult maze I've ever created, and I think Milo is the perfect tester for it. In the middle of the speaker, we will have one spawner. Next to it, we will place an item frame and put the Warden egg inside. It's important that we do not just put the Warden inside the monster spawner. That would be a big mistake. Otherwise, so many Wardens would spawn and use their Warden powers to dig everywhere that they might even hurt JJ. We only want the Warden to spawn when Milo comes in this room, so I will activate this lever to spawn the Warden when the time comes, of course. When it is time for Milo to rescue JJ, he will need to go through this big red section at the end of the maze. It is a very big sign for where Milo will need to go, and will even make sure that there's more red on the inside of it. Once we place down this red concrete, we can add a tiny little dark oak door. Dark oak doors look pretty awesome. They're the only door that looks like a real house. It's also JJ's favorite type of wood, so when Milo goes through it, he will be led into a ladder section that will take him all the way to rescue JJ. We'll need to dig it over the Warden maze area, so let's make sure we place red concrete blocks to block off the skulk. Otherwise, you'll be able to see the way to JJ from right at the beginning. That would totally suck. But what will not suck is the feeling Milo will get if he does actually manage to free JJ. I'm not sure that he will though. It will be so fun watching him try. If Milo does manage to make it, then I will be so impressed. But I'm also very confident that he will not be able to. It's going to be way too hard to get through my maze. Look, there's JJ. I'm sorry for burying you underground. Oh, he's not talking to me today. Maybe he'll cool down once Milo rescues him. Or if Milo rescues him. I'm totally gonna rescue Mikey though. Milo's probably made some really silly mistakes when trapping Mikey, so it will be really easy for me to get him out. I'm sure of it. Once I place these final few blocks of concrete, it will be time to check on Milo. He must be almost done building by now, I'm sure of it. He normally builds way quicker than me, but that's only because he builds really small things. He was building a very big grave though. I wonder if that will make him take lots of extra time. If Milo is not done building, then I will be able to run through his unfinished build. That will make it way easier for me to rescue Mikey. But for now, once I place these ladders down, we will officially be completed. Okay, JJ, now that the obstacle course is ready, it is time to go get Milo and tell him that the time is up.
I can't believe the build time is up.
Me neither, Milo, but I'm really excited to take on your Mikey grab.
Yeah, you're never gonna get Mikey out of the ground.
No way, I definitely will, but wait a minute, why are there so many doors in here?
Well, because they're the entrances. You should try some of them.
I better go quick. If I don't get Mikey out in time, I will lose. But hey, Milo, that almost trapped me behind the door. Some of these are total traps.
You nearly got tricked.
Oh yeah, I definitely did. There must be some sort of way in, and whoa! There are even iron doors that go all the way up the side of the grave. Oh goodness, this was a total fake one. Milo, this is a real waste of time.
I'm really pranking you. Oh yeah, you're never getting Mikey.
That's where you're wrong, Milo. I definitely will get Mikey. It just might take me a while. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Rather than me climbing all the way back down and jumping on that ladder, I am going to jump from here. This way, I have a really big advantage. All right, Milo, wish me luck.
What, Chip? How'd you do that?
I don't know, Milo. I guess I'm just really, really good at jumping. This must be the real entrance in. Whoa, that is a dropper. I hope I can make it to the bottom of this thing.
Yeah, because if you don't, you're going to die.
Milo, I totally see water at the bottom. I just need to jump down into that.
All right, go for it.
This is a little tricky to go through, but whoa, I totally made it. And hang on a second, that is a magma block. Luckily, I can swim upwards and get back to this chest room.
You nearly missed your secret present.
What is in here? Whoa, an iron helmet, iron boots, and an iron sword. That is really going to help me in whatever the next room is, because I think I saw a zombie.
Yeah, you got a whole zombie maze for you, buddy.
Let me psych myself up for this. I need to put my sword in this hand. That way I can use it properly. All right, here goes nothing. Why does this sign say EEE, Milo?
Well, because I just felt like screaming on the signs.
Oh, that's really worrying. I might feel like screaming if these zombies do too much damage. Whoa, I hear so many of them, but hey, there are spawners and you haven't given me anything to mine them.
Yeah, that's right.
Milo, there's a chicken down here.
What is the chicken doing there?
I'm not sure. I think it spawned with one of the zombies. That is so funny. The chicken can be my friend while beating this obstacle course and trying to rescue Mikey.
Yep, I feel a little bit bad for you, so I'm gonna give you a present.
What's the present, Milo?
Here you go. Now you can mind the spawners.
Thanks, Milo. This is really going to make this way easier. I am mining the spawners and the chicken's even helping.
That stupid chicken! I told him to leave me alone while I was building.
Oh wow, the chicken is so cool. I'm really glad that he's totally making this difficult for you. Wait a minute, this is a very long hallway, and wait a second, Milo, I think I found something here.
Well, why didn't you open it up?
Okay, hey, this is Ha Ha Pranks.
You got pranked!
Milo, that's so tricky. Oh goodness, but wait a minute, what is this? This is a different door, and this time it's a trap door. What could this lead into?
Well, let's have a look, I guess.
Okay, I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. Whoa, what is this room? This looks crazy.
This is called Milo's Confusion Room.
Yeah, that's a very true name, Milo. This room is very confusing. Why are there sofas, and what's behind that iron door?
Well, it's nothing, but first of all, you need to get the bow and arrow out of the chest.
A bow and arrow? Why on earth would I need a bow and arrow here? I'm not gonna shoot the sofas.
No, you gotta shoot the buttons.
The buttons? Milo, there are so many buttons here. How on earth am I gonna find the right one?
Well, you gotta do it carefully and you're gonna waste all your time on it. That's how.
This is crazy. There's gotta be a way simpler way to do this. I can't just shoot every button like this. Milo, you normally make really silly mistakes. If I look around this room, I'm sure I'll find one.
Yeah, for sure. I don't make any mistakes, actually.
I think you definitely do. Just like how you almost built Mikey gravy instead of a grave.
Hey, I don't want to talk about it, alright?
Milo, I think I've just discovered something.
What is it?
You gave me a bow and arrow to shoot all these high up buttons, but they are not the ones that open this door. It's these ones right next to it.
Oh, dang it! How'd you figure it out?
This is way too easy, and now I can make my way into this room with, whoa, a mutant zombie? That's crazy. He does lots of damage. Whoa, he can even send shockwaves through the floor. I better grab whatever's in that chest quick before I get hurt.
Yeah, Chip, he's gonna really get ya.
Whoa, Milo, there are enchanted golden apples and netherite armor in here. This is so cool. I am really stacked.
Well, let's see if you can beat him because he's guarding a little something.
Okay, I have to get in there and open this button, but Milo, why can't I open this door?
It's a prank button.
What? Milo, how am I meant to get through?
Well, I guess I'll put a different button then since it's such a big deal.
Milo, that's such a newbie mistake to make. I'm taking so much damage and my arm is getting hurt from this zombie.
Well, I'm hearing a lot of complaining and not much doing.
Oh, well, I'm doing it right now. I'm totally taking this zombie down. Although, ouch, he's doing lots of damage to me. I need to eat more golden apples, otherwise I'm gonna die.
Quickly, Chip, he's actually really powerful.
Yeah, I'll say. He's totally taking down lots of my health, even the custom golden hearts I get from the golden apple. Oh no, I need to quickly heal before I die. Oh, whoa, he is roaring right now. That's a crazy power attack. Wait a second, what's he trying to do?
Whoa, he's on the ground and there's a zombie.
He just summoned him. That is crazy. Wait a minute, I heard my chicken friend getting hurt, Milo.
Oh my gosh, not the chicken friend.
It's okay. The zombie keeps getting up, but I know I can take him down. I just have to try.
Yeah, if you beat him, you actually deserve to find Mikey because this is very intense.
Yeah, this is so intense. The zombie is doing so much damage, but I'm doing even more damage to him. There is no way he'll stop me from saving Mikey. Oh yeah, look, I even got the Hulk hammer.
Wow, that was really impressive.
Yeah, it totally was. Now I need to find out what's underneath this trapdoor. Wait a minute, Milo, I totally made it. Hi, Mikey, I am here to rescue you. We totally did that so fast. I'm so happy.
Yeah, well, that was kind of fast, but I'm gonna do your graveyard even faster.
No way, Milo. This graveyard is going to be a very big challenge for you to beat. Just you wait.
Well, hey, look, this is a really nice looking graveyard, Chip.
Yeah, thanks, Milo. I'm glad you like it, but you're not gonna like it for much longer because you are going to have to get inside this big iron box in the middle, and you can only mine your way in.
Oh, that's really annoying. I'm gonna have to find some kind of tool around here. Maybe I could use a stick or something.
That would be a good idea, but I don't think that's going to work. You need to find a pickaxe hidden underneath one of these podzol blocks. It's buried under a gravestone by one of the people that was buried here.
That's all right. Like I said, I'm really good at digging. I'll find it in no time.
No way, Milo. It's gonna take you a lot longer than that to find this. Even your ghost friends won't be able to help you.
Well, I don't really want them to help me anyway, because I want to do this all by myself.
Yeah, totally. All by yourself. You might even be able to save Mikey. Look, Milo, you found something.
Hey, yeah, I really found a diamond pickaxe.
Whoa, I am glad you found a diamond pickaxe. Now you can make your way into the next section.
Hey, this is taking forever.
Yeah, I used some pretty tough iron bars.
No, this is taking way too long. I have a way better idea. I can just mine this iron.
Oh, no way. That's a really smart idea, Milo. You're making it one step closer to saving JJ.
What? I'm down here and... Whoa, what is this situation?
This is the crazy laser maze that you are going to have to get through in order to reach JJ.
The colors are really confusing me.
Yeah, they all do crazy amounts of damage, although the green ones do the most.
All right, I'm just gonna have to make a run for it because I do not have time. Let's go.
Oh wow, Milo, you're making it pretty well so far. I'm very impressed, but are you gonna be able to keep this up, or will you get totally destroyed by the lasers?
Well, let's see, and hey, I just made it again.
Whoa, I'm impressed. Come on, Milo, you got this.
Just gonna do a little parkour over this one, like, whoa.
Whoa, that's crazy. Are you really gonna get through here without taking any damage? This is bad, Milo. You're a little more pro than I thought you were.
Yeah, that's right. Who's the pro here now, buddy?
It's still totally me because you can only pick one of these awesome weapon sets, plus this armor.
Well, I pretty much am obviously gonna use the swords because I love Neverite.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd say that. Why don't you grab them as well as the Totem of Undying? You will also need to grab this armor set.
Oh, wow.
Go on, Milo, give it a try. It is JJ colored.
Yeah, look, I look amazing and handsome.
Yeah, you certainly look something. Well, now you need to jump down into the zombie pit, but make sure you don't take too much damage. If you die here, there is no going back.
No worries, let's go.
Oh, wow, you got this, Milo.
Wait, Chip, the zombies are getting me like crazy.
There are lots of zombies in here, but there is also a pickaxe on the wall.
Oh my gosh.
I won't tell you what you need to use it for, but there is a certain block you need to mine in order to be safe.
Oh gosh, they're really getting me.
Don't let them corner you, Milo. That's a terrible idea.
Well, I'm not coming up with the idea. I'm just trying to fight them.
If you leave your sword for longer, you can actually swing through the entire army. That will drive them back and make you have a huge advantage.
Hey, that's really nice. And wait, are there spawners here?
Yeah, there are zombie spawners. That's what the pickaxe is for, so you can destroy them.
Well, I better get the pickaxe then, hadn't I?
Yeah, you totally should. And look, you actually grabbed it. Go on, Milo, destroy the spawners quickly.
Yeah, these zombies are really punching me.
Yeah, they're pretty powerful. When you go to a zombie battle underneath a graveyard, there are lots and lots of zombies and they are very strong.
But you defeated my zombies really easily.
Yeah, that's because I'm such a pro, Milo. I know how to take down any monster.
Wow, I did a really big sweep on them and I gotta get this one.
Yeah, you totally do. Go on, Milo, you got this.
Oh gosh, they're in my way. Stop it, you bozos.
You need to take down the zombies around you first, otherwise you won't be able to mine it.
Fine, I'll deal with these bozos first.
Just slow down with your sword attacks. That is why you're not doing enough damage.
Wow, I really got them.
Now quickly mine the spawner before more zombies realize you're here.
And take that.
Wow, you did it, Milo, but there's still one zombie left and one more area you need to go to.
Where's the zombie? I gotta have a little chat with him.
Whoa, that was not a very nice chat. You totally destroyed him. And the next area you need to go to before the final room is pretty crazy. You're gonna want to see this for yourself, Milo.
But I don't know how to get down there.
You just have to use the trapdoor. It's really easy.
Ah, hey, look at this. I'm swimming.
Yeah, you just bonk yourself on the head. I'll follow you down this place, Milo. I don't want to go first.
Whoa, Chip, what is this?
This is the zombie parkour section. If you fall, you land in lava, and you will not be able to save JJ from being buried underground.
Well, lucky for me, I'm great at parkour. Watch this.
Okay, I will watch this. Whoa, you're actually doing a pretty good job so far, but I wouldn't be so confident, Milo. This parkour gets more and more difficult the further along you go.
Well, that's okay, because I'm doing pretty good so far.
Okay, Milo, while you think about this next jump, I just need to check something ahead. Stay right there.
What? I don't want to stay here. You're wasting my time.
Yeah, sorry, Milo. I just need to check this. Okay, Milo cannot hear me anymore, and now I can confirm that the secret entrance to skip the entire Warden section and go right to JJ still works. This is perfect. I do not think Milo will find this, but if he manages to get it and skip through the entire Warden section, he will be able to beat this secure obstacle course faster than I could beat his. We have to be sneaky so he does not realize it's there. Well, Milo, I was just checking on, the lava, and it's nice and hot.
Oh, well, duh. I could have told you that.
Yeah, but I just needed to check. Sometimes it cools down and I can't be sure. Oh no, Milo, quick, I'll put you back up here. You do not have many chances to make it through this thing without dying.
Why, you weren't joking about that lava being hot.
If you fall again, I won't be able to pick you up and save you. You'll have to be very careful not to, Milo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really careful, but whoa, this is kind of intense.
Yeah, you're about to do a 3-block jump. It is very difficult to do, but whoa, you made it!
Yeah, I've been training and stuff.
Yeah, I'm very impressed, Milo, but you're gonna have to get through this iron bar tightrope.
Why is this taking so long, Chip?
Well, you need to go slow and steady. That's what wins the race. Although not if the race is under strict time conditions, which ours is totally.
Yeah, but I still think I'm gonna beat you. You took forever trying to beat mine.
No way. I beat yours in no time. I totally took down that mutant warden and saved Mikey.
Aw, Chip, this next part looks really difficult.
Yeah, that's mostly because it is. This is the zombie head section. You'll have to be very careful when jumping through these, Milo.
Right, I'm gonna try and be careful and... Whoa, I made the first one.
Whoa, just make sure you make the second one. It is a big, big challenge.
Chip, help me, please.
I can't, not until you use the Totem of Undying.
Oh, no. burning.
If you give up your totem of undying, I can add a couple staircases for you to get back up, but that will be your final chance to use it. Quick, Milo, you have to decide.
Okay, Chip, I'll give you the totem.
All right, Milo, give it to me now before you die from fire.
There you go.
Okay, it burned up in the lava, so I know you won't use it, and here is a dirt staircase for you to climb.
Thank goodness. Took you long enough.
And it took you even longer to try and complete this underground secure burial site. You need to go quicker than this, Milo. Otherwise, I'm totally gonna beat you, and it'll be way too easy.
All right, I'm going as fast as I can. I got a little late.
All right, Milo, you only have one more real jump, and you're almost there.
Wow, look, I'm in.
Wow, okay, stay right there. There is one final thing I need to do really quick.
What is it?
You'll see soon enough. Before Milo goes through this maze, I need to flick this lever to summon the Warden. All right, it's time. In 3, 2, 1, boom!
Oh no, the Warden's here. I gotta run.
Careful, Milo, you cannot let this Warden get you. If it does, it'll attack you with its sonic boom.
Oh, can he see me right now? Oh, I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yeah, he definitely can.
Oh, I gotta run.
You gotta do this, Milo, come on, quick! No, you totally died. This is bad. All right, I'll block off the Warden for now. You have a couple more seconds to prepare.
Well, I'm back here now and, whoa, is he gonna see me?
Oh, I think he might. Careful, Milo, you need to run. Wait a minute, he's attacking JJ. This is bad. You need to save JJ quick before the Warden attacks him and it's too late.
Why are the bells ringing? This is crazy.
You got this, Milo. There is only a couple seconds left before the Warden gets you.
Oh no, where am I?
You're in the final section. Run along the corridor quickly.
He's gonna blast me in. Hey, JJ's here. Quickly, JJ, I'm gonna break you out.
Wait a minute, Milo, I don't hear the Warden anymore. You totally did it by saving JJ.
Hooray! I saved the day, and I probably did it faster than you because I'm big brain.
No way, we're about to find out who won quicker. Come on, Milo, I think I totally won.
Wow,
My time was 5 minutes and 0 seconds exactly.
what was my time?
5 minutes and 1 second. You lost by a single second.
Are you serious? Oh, I'm so angry!
Yes, I'm so happy. I saved Mikey 1 second quicker than you saved JJ and totally won.